In the journey of spiritual awakening, meditation has always been seen as a key path to enlightenment. From the Buddha to Jesus, from the ancient rishis to the Zen masters, each spoke of meditation as a way to free oneself from suffering and the illusion of separation. And yet, Nisargadatta Maharaj made a seemingly paradoxical statement. He said, "Don't meditate, just be in the I am." At first, this sounds like a rejection of meditation, but it's not. It's a transcendence of it. Maharaj points out that most people become so engrossed in methods, in forms, in techniques, that they forget what all of it was meant to reveal: pure existence itself. Meditation becomes another act of doing, while liberation unfolds only in being. The key to the spiritual path is not how long you sit, how you breathe, or how many mantras you chant. It is to realize the simple, ultimate truth of I am. When he says, "Don't meditate," he removes the veil of complexity. When he says, "Just be in the I am," he invites us directly to the source. No intermediaries, no detours. Now, the deep meaning of I am. In the Advaita Vedanta tradition of non-duality, there is a core truth. Atman equals Brahman, which is the individual self or the individual soul is the universal soul or self. I am is the key to that realization. Before all names, before all identities, before being a man or a woman, rich or poor, teacher or a seeker, there is simply the feeling of being. That pure sense of existence, the I amness, is the foundation of consciousness itself. It is not bound to the body, for the body is born and dies. It is not bound to the mind, for the mind is full of movement and turmoil. It is not even bound to memory, which comes and goes. The I am remains, silent, luminous, witnessing all. The Rig Veda says that one exists, never to be denied. The I am in each person is a ray of that one shining through the form. When you abide in I am, you cease being a separate ego and become a gateway to the whole. Why don't meditate? Maharaj saw that most people who meditate are actually caught in the trap of their own minds. Instead of finding freedom, they turn meditation into another game of the ego. Let's look at 3 common traps Maharaj described. The first one, meditation as a technique. People meditate to have peace, to get enlightenment, to gain an experience, to regulate their nervous system. But who is the one that wants? It is the ego. And the ego by nature is always lacking and always chasing something more. When you meditate to achieve, enlightenment becomes another possession. But enlightenment cannot be owned. It simply reveals that there is no me who could ever own it. As Maharaj said, you cannot become what you already are. Second, the trap of meditation as effort. Many people say, I will try to meditate more, longer. I will make my mind stop. But this is still the mind trying to extinguish itself, like a fire trying to burn its own flame. Or as Maharaj said, biting your own teeth. The more the mind tries, the more it spins. True stillness is not achieved through effort. It appears when effort falls away. The third trap, meditation as form. We think meditation requires rituals, sitting cross-legged, chanting, breathing in a certain way. These can help in the beginning, but the moment we believe that liberation depends on them, we imprison ourselves in that form. Maharaj doesn't deny form. He simply says, don't stop there, go to the root, the silent knowing of I am. Living in the I am. If meditation is no longer a technique, an effort, or a form, then how do we live in the I am? The answer is simple yet infinitely powerful. Return to the sense of presence, here and now. Here are 4 doors Maharaj gives us. First is stop and feel presence. You don't need any posture or breath control. Just stop for a moment and ask, who is sitting here? Who is breathing? Who is aware of these words? What is aware of this music? In that pause, you discover a living presence, formless, nameless. That is the I am. 2. Don't run after thoughts. Thoughts will arise. Am I doing it right? Will something happen? Don't analyze. Don't resist. Just return gently to the felt sense of being. It's enough. Number 3. Stay longer. At first, you might only touch it for a few seconds, but if you care for that quiet flame, it will grow. Seconds become minutes. Minutes become a natural state. You'll begin to feel presence even while walking, talking, working. That silent background becomes your foundation. 4. Let go of expectation. Do not expect visions, lights, or mystical sounds. These are passing phenomena like clouds in the sky. The I am is the sky itself, unchanging. When you stop clinging to experience, you rest in that which never moves. This is the practice of Maharaj. Add nothing, take nothing away, just be. The I am in the light of various scriptures. Maharaj wasn't inventing a new philosophy. He was reviving the timeless essence found in the sacred texts. In the Upanishads it is said, Tam tvamasi, thou art that. The sense of being within you is not a small self. It is the door to the Absolute. When you realize I am, without attaching name or form, you discover that I am is Brahman, the vast self. As the Chandogya Upanishad says, in the cave of the heart burns a small flame, brighter than 1,000 suns. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says to Arjuna, I am the self in the heart of all beings. And again, Krishna says, know that I am the light of lights beyond all darkness. To abide in the I am is to experience this directly, the divine presence that is already within. In Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, yoga is defined as the cessation of the fluctuations of the mind. Most interpret this as a technical practice, but Maharaj points to a more direct path. Instead of trying to stop thoughts, return to the source of thought, the knowing I am. When you rest there, thoughts lose their power. They pass like clouds across the sky of awareness. In Advaita Vedanta, it is said there is only one reality, Brahman or God. The individual Atman or self and Brahman as the absolute are one. Maharaj doesn't ask you to debate this. He gives you a living experiment. Abide in the I am, and the truth reveals itself. And even beyond India, in the Bible, when Moses asks for God's name, the reply comes, I am that I am, or I am that which is. In Taoism, Lao Tzu says, the Tao that can be named is not the eternal Tao. And in Zen, before thinking, there is mind. However, in Zen, the term mind refers more to awareness. So before thinking, there is mind, meaning before thinking, there is this aware being. Before thinking, there is the I amness. All point to the same reality, the nameless presence that simply is. Meditation as being, not doing. For Nisargadatta Maharaj, meditation is not something you practice, it is what you are. When meditation is seen as a method, it has a beginning and an end. You meditate for 20 minutes, then you stop. It remains an activity separate from life. But when meditation becomes being instead of doing, it is timeless. There is no more meditating and not meditating. Every breath, every step, every glance becomes radiant with presence. This is true freedom, when you no longer pursue any state, but return again and again to what has already been here. If you use meditation as a tool, you imply you are incomplete. When you recognize yourself as the very awareness behind all striving, meditation ceases to be an effort. It becomes your nature. Maharaj warned, if you turn meditation into a technique, you will remain a practitioner in samsara. If you see yourself as the pure observer, meditation arises by itself. He compared it beautifully. When you see meditation as a method, you are like someone holding a flashlight. You must press the switch to see light. But when you realize meditation is your being, you are the sun. The light shines by itself. It cannot be turned off. So let go of techniques as ultimate salvation. They are rafts to cross the river, not to carry forever on your back. Recognize the simple, wordless truth. I am. Not the words, but that to which the words I am point to. That which is real and is aware of these words right now. Let that presence breathe in every moment, without effort, without struggle. And you will discover that this alone is meditation, This alone is liberation. This alone is who you truly are.